Attraction is not an accident. It is a deliberate strategy, and most men misunderstand it completely. You cannot spark a woman's interest by chasing her attention. You will never keep her by endlessly proving your loyalty. And you will certainly not earn her respect by convincing her that you are better than the others. If you find yourself trapped in the same cycle over and over again, you text first, reply instantly, try to be witty, caring, emotionally open, while she slowly pulls away, becomes distant, indifferent, or loses interest entirely, then understand this. The solution has nothing to do with memorized lines or cheap techniques. We are not talking about tricks, not about fake confidence, not about manipulation. This is something deeper. It is about how you carry yourself, how you present your presence, and how you radiate a gravity that attracts naturally, without begging, chasing, or pretending. This is what Machiavelli would teach today, not about games, but about real power. Because in relationships, true power is silent. It does not announce itself. It does not pursue. It does not explain. It simply exists, confident, unshakable, exclusive. And that is what creates attraction. This is not manipulation. This is awareness. The goal is to become a man who is respected, not because he asks for it, but because he deserves it. Remember this. Attraction does not begin with her gaze. It begins with your internal position. You do not seek attention. You become someone impossible to ignore. This requires no effort, only clarity. And then, the choice is no longer hers. It becomes yours, to accept her interest or leave it unanswered. Power belongs to the man who can walk away. The man who creates tension without forcing it. The man who does not need to be chosen, because life itself has already chosen him. In this video, you will learn 5 rules of attraction inspired by Machiavelli. Rules that will transform how you interact with women, both in real life and in the digital world. We will reveal concrete behavioral patterns that generate attraction instead of neediness, passion instead of attachment, intrigue instead of routine. By the end, you will not only understand why your previous approach failed, you will have a clear algorithm for what to do next. Let's begin. Rule 1. Remain a mystery she can never fully solve. Here is the brutal truth. Most men live trapped in patterns. And predictability is the graveyard of attraction. When a woman can anticipate your words, predict your reactions, calculate how fast you will reply to a message, you lose the most powerful element of desire. Mystery. Machiavelli wrote, "People despise what they fully understand. They value what they cannot completely grasp." When you are overly expressive with your feelings, too available, too generous with approval for no reason, you destroy her interest and replace it with control. And control does not create passion. It creates indifference. In real life, do not lay all your cards on the table during the first date. Do not flood her with good morning messages before she shows consistent interest. Do not send double texts after 4 hours of silence. Give space. Respond with intention. Let silence work for you. When she cannot read you like an open book, you become the book she wants to reread. That is your strength. Rule 2. Digital scarcity. Your online presence should feel like a collector's item, valuable precisely because it is rare. If you post stories every hour, you become background noise. Modern algorithms push constant visibility, but real value is born from absence. Let every post feel like a comet. Rare, memorable, impossible to ignore. Your digital footprint should not fill space. It should leave room for her imagination. In an era of total availability, what is unsaid becomes the most powerful form of communication. Your silence speaks louder than the noise of thousands of others. If she sees you commenting under every random woman's post, if your digital activity screams "I'm here, notice me," it does not attract her. It makes her scroll past. Think like Machiavelli. Power lives in perception. Online, less is more. One meaningful post, a concise profile, a story that makes her slow her scroll. That is enough. Your goal is not to make her think, "He's everywhere." You want her to think, "I wonder what's going on in his mind." This does not mean disappearing completely. It means your content should reflect who you are becoming, not what you are trying to prove. Show value. Show your life. But never dump your doubts, fears, or loneliness into the feed. In an ocean of noise, silence becomes seduction. Rule 3. Stop explaining and justifying yourself. Machiavelli was clear. The first way to judge the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the people he keeps around him. But let's go deeper. The way you behave with a woman teaches her how to treat you. If you constantly explain yourself, apologize for every detail, justify your differences, you create a dynamic where she is the judge and you are the applicant. This does not spark desire. It creates tension and boredom. You say something provocative. She gives you a testing look. Do not panic. Smile and say, "You'll understand with time." She asks, "Why didn't you reply right away?" Answer calmly, "I don't rush what actually matters." Your strength is not in over-explaining. It is in controlled ambiguity. You don't need to defend your rhythm. You need to own it. Confidence is not loud statements. It is calmness in the face of misunderstanding. A man who does not feel the need to explain every step creates the intrigue women instinctively chase. What you leave unsaid often has more impact than your best words. Your silence becomes the space where her interest grows. Your restraint fuels her imagination. This is the paradox of attraction. The less you try to be understood, the more she wants to understand you. Rule 4. Be emotionally selective, not emotionally dependent. You are allowed to care. You are allowed to be warm. But the core of Machiavellian attraction is emotional stability. If you melt at every kind word, panic when she pulls away, or let her mood dictate yours, this is not romance. This is emotional instability. In Machiavelli's language, you have handed her the control lever. You've shown that your emotional balance depends on her behavior. Once that happens, the balance is broken. She no longer needs to invest, and you start carrying the entire weight of the interaction. Instead, cultivate emotional selectivity. Compliment when it is deserved. Match your investment to hers. Do not fake indifference. Simply stop giving 100% to someone giving 40%. She becomes cold in texts. Slow your replies. She cancels a meeting last minute. Accept it calmly and move on. Attraction is not built through constant availability. It is built when she starts wondering, how much access do I actually have to him? Rule 5. Build your power so your attention feels like a privilege. This rule flips everything. Most men chase women because they have nothing else going on. No mission, no focus, no structure. Their entire emotional world revolves around a woman they just met. Machiavelli would laugh. Peak attraction happens when someone senses that you are already complete, that you do not need them, but still choose them. When you build your life, your body, your craft, your mind, your mission, your movement changes. You no longer text out of boredom. You no longer waste energy. Your value is measured not by how much free time you have, but by what you choose to invest it in. The greater your goals, the more weight every moment of your attention carries. She must feel that she is receiving not just attention, but a piece of a life you do not give away lightly. True power lies in the ability to choose, not in the desire to please. When your life has meaning, your attention becomes a reward, not a request. She won't just enjoy your message. She'll appreciate that you made time for her. You are no longer chasing attention. You are at the center of your own universe. Women instinctively sense the difference between a man who is always available and a man moving along his own trajectory. Online, in real life, in your posture, your voice, your use of time. When you have a mission, you don't need artificial mystery. Your life becomes the magnet. Theory without action is dead. So let's translate principles into reality. On a date, she tests you. You probably say that to every girl. Don't explain. Smirk and say, "I don't talk much." In messages, she leaves you on read. Don't send triple texts. Let your silence work. If she invests less, reduce your effort. This is not manipulation. It is self-respect. In the gym, in meetings, in public, don't rush. Calm friendliness plus restraint equals irresistible presence. Women read your posture, your stillness, your focus. That impresses more than bravado. The truth most men miss. Power does not chase recognition. It shapes the space around it. When you stop asking to be chosen and start moving like a man who has already chosen his path, everything changes. You stop being a seeker of attention. You become a source of gravity. Stop asking how to please her. Start asking how to move in a way that awakens curiosity. Not dominance, inevitability. Because women do not choose men. They choose the reality a man embodies. And if your reality is clarity of purpose, depth of character, and quiet confidence that requires no validation. Her subconscious will lead her to you. This is not magic. This is the strategy of a conscious man.